Hello, this is Amanda Ray, the intuitive healer and psychic reader, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about ancestral healing. Sometimes we have some old traumas that have been passed down in us, and we have this trauma response without having experienced the actual trauma ourselves. And a way you can do this is through some meditative ancestral healing. Tons of way to deal with this. This is just one that I like to share with people because I feel it's very powerful, and it's something you can do without needing anything but yourself. So what you'll do is kind of get into a meditative state. Now, if you're used to meditating, you'll know what that's about. If you aren't, it's really just about relaxing, feeling connected to the earth around you, not worrying about all the things, essentially. Feeling relaxed. That's the best way I can describe it if you have not experienced that before. So you can do that by doing some deep breathing. You can do a short guided meditation, which if you're already on YouTube, type guided meditation 4, and you can put in anything, and I'm sure you can find a guided meditation that'll work for you. And just relax a bit. Now, if you're already aware of the ancestral trauma, you will set the intention of wanting to heal that ancestral trauma for yourself, for your ancestors, and for the future of your family line. So if you're unaware of what you're healing, because sometimes we just want to do some extra healing, just say you want to heal the most prominent ancestral trauma that needs the most attention or is affecting you the most, something along those lines, so that you can move through that. So then we're going to envision going back in our biological family. So go as far as feels comfortable, or as far as you can push yourself to go back. And you don't have to know the faces of people, the names of people. It's not that, it's energy. So even if you're adopted and you don't know your biological parents, you can still do this. So yay. So start with your mother and father, and feel guided either towards your maternal side or paternal side. Doesn't matter, it could be both. And then you go back to their mother and father, and you go back as far as you can, feels necessary, in whichever direction or both directions. And you just get this gang of people. And it's once you can see that energy, then feel yourself take a step backwards into whether your mother or your father or both, and feel their energy and feel the feelings they might feel in association with the trauma that you're trying to heal. And express your love to them, express forgiveness, and give permission for things to be healed, because sometimes people just need to know it's okay to heal energetically, whether they're alive or passed away, doesn't matter, right? Then once you feel a bit of release of anxiety or worry is kind of what it'll feel like a then take another step backwards into the next line. So your grandparents on either side, all of them, whatever feels most appropriate. You might need to do the maternal side all the way, then your mom's paternal side. You might have to do this a few times if you can't connect with larger groups of people at the same time, and that's okay. Piece by piece, allowing people to heal and forgive these things of themselves, of other people, depending on what the trauma is all good, right? And go back as many steps as you can, and it doesn't matter how precise you feel that energy or how vaguely you feel that energy. It's giving you permission to heal as far back as you need to heal. Now, if you also have children, you could step forward into them and allow that to be healed too. I would probably do future in a different session and do past in its own session, just because they'll be a little bit different. Most of the time our kids are a little bit unaware of what's going on, whereas Adults have a bit more of an idea. So it's just kind of different energies that you might be healing. So once you've gone back as far as you can, you just slowly take step forwards to come back to yourself. Thank everyone, express gratitude for the healing and the energy exchange, and that's it. You know, and you might have to repeat it a few times because sometimes trauma is in layers. You know, there's not just one aspect of a trauma. All of a sudden there's a different aspect that comes out. So you can use this for anything, you know, whether it was someone got taken away by war, or their house was burnt down, or there was abuse, or, you know, like there's just so many different things that can affect us emotionally and our ancestors emotionally. So, and sometimes we carry forward those things without even realizing it. You know, like when we put our cups away in the cupboard, many of us, not everybody, but many of us put them upside down. And I always wonder, like, why is it upside down? Why isn't it the right way up? And, you know, in the Depression of the 30s, there was so much dust that they would put things upside down so that they didn't have to rewash it to use it. You know, so it's just subtle things like that that could be a thing in ways you don't quite understand. So taking that time to take those steps back and heal those things. You don't have to be a qualified healer. You just have to have that intention and work on it. Be willing to work on these things, the things that come up. That's the basics. You know, I don't want to get too complicated because I want this to feel very manageable for anybody to do. So that's how we do a little bit of ancestral healing. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.